Now that you've got your aircraft all set up with an EZTracker Air, let's take a look at how it manages your aircraft maintenance and keeps everything compliant and organized. Let's get started. Okay, let's take a brief look at the tracker page within EZTracker Air. This is where all of the magic happens with tracking your maintenance items and your inspection items. And so we're going to just jump right in and show you how this works. To get to this page, all you have to do is tap the menu in the top left corner, go to the maintenance grouping, and then tap tracker. Since we're already there, we're going to close that menu out. And then we'll just start from the top. Of course, we have the very familiar FAB, the floating action button, with a whole bunch of menu items. We'll come back to that here shortly. But we're going to first talk about Quick Track. This looks very familiar because it's also the same Quick Track that is on your aircraft dashboard. So you can also log your times right here within this Quick Track accordion, just like we did on the aircraft dashboard. Your current engine and airframe times are already pre-populated, and then you have your blank fields down below where you can add the new engine reading and new airframe reading after you go fly. You can also select the check boxes for log a fuel purchase and log a flight with these times, and the workflow will launch after you tap update, and then you will be able to log that fuel purchase and then log your flight times for the aircraft. If you want to log pilot time, within that log flight time workflow, you'll be able to select an option to do that, and then when you're done with the logging of the flight time, your Easy Log pilot log will appear and you can log that time. So we're just going to keep going down and take a look here of how the EZTracker Air tracker page is arranged. We have 6 status cards here that show we have 5 squawks, 9 maintenance items, 7 inspections, 0 ADs tracked, 0 nav databases tracked, and no custom items tracked for this demo account. Let's take a look at the squawks. Shows that we've got one here. It was engine shutter. This is a high priority, and we posted it on the 30th. And we've also got a photograph here that we've attached to that squawk as well. If we want to take a look at the details of the squawk, we can just tap it, look at the flight details that have been attached to it, edit this, consult AI to get a better idea of what could be causing this, or just close it out. And that's what we're going to do. Next one, we're going to look at the coughing. We have all the same options here, but obviously we didn't take a picture of a cough because, we can't. And then one other thing that we can look at here is the share button. So you can share this specific maintenance event with your mechanic or any other team member just by copying the shareable link or sending it via email. And then we're going to close that out. Okay, so that's enough of squawks. Let's go down to maintenance. Looks like we have an air filter change that's 20 hours overdue. Let's look at that real quick. We can just tap the ellipsis menu and tap edit and see, okay, 50-hour interval, that's correct. It was last done at 330.2. Our warning threshold is in there. We've got our projected cost. We can estimate that cost with AI. Let's take a look and see what that estimate is based on national averages. All right, well, we weren't that far off. So estimated cost, 165. And it gives us high confidence, and then also gives us its reasoning, how it came up with this number. So we're going to use that estimate, and it will fill out the form below with 165. And we could type in any notes here that we'd like. We'll save changes, and that item has been updated. Okay, so now we're going to just go down to a couple other accordions and take a look at the inspections here. Shows that our VOR inspection, we've got 29 days remaining, and it's due on the 28th. Our annual inspection, we got 92 days left. Let's open that up and take a look at it. We can view the FAR requirement for this annual. We can mark it complete. But first, I want to take a look at the information here and edit it. So our warning threshold, it gives us 30 days prior to showing a warning, and our projected cost, we got $5,000 in there. Let's use AI and see what the national average is for this particular annual inspection. Okay, we've got the cost estimate has come back. It looks like $4,100. Gives us a range of $3,300 to $5,100. It's probably not that far off, actually. So it gives us its reasoning, and we can use this estimate and save the changes. All right, so that's how you can view all of the maintenance items that you have put in during the onboarding of the aircraft when you first signed up for an account. But let's figure out how we can add something. Let's go to the FAB, the floating action button up in the top right. We can take a look here. We've got add maintenance item, add inspection item, add a custom item, record a squawk, add an AD, or a nav database update. Additionally, we can log a flight from here. We can bulk update hours if we have multiple aircraft and we don't want to go page by page. We can just do a simple spreadsheet and bulk update those hours. We can also send a report to the mechanic of everything that's open, and we can export a completed maintenance report for all of the items that have been closed out and fixed. Additionally, we can manage the tracking preferences that we have. And so this particular screen allows us to granularly select the items that we want to track. And if it's not yet set up, we need to set those items up. So we'll collapse our maintenance items. We're looking at our inspections here, our reminders. We can set those up and have those be something that we're reminded for and tracked. Nav databases, custom items, and so on. We're just going to leave it the way it is for now and close it out. We'll go back to the tracker page and let's add a custom item. It's going to be for our aircraft, and we're going to say update Dynon firmware. And this is going to be a single event. They sent us a service bulletin. Let's just say, of course, this is fictitious. This did not happen, but for the demonstration purpose, we will show that April 30th is the compliance date, and we're going to add that item. And it's going to load up the tracker. So now we're going to go down here and we see custom now has one item. We'll go down there, and there it is, update Dynon firmware. We can mark that as complete, saying that we did it, and whatever day we decided to do it on. We'll just use March the 30th. As the date, and then we'll say our name, we can also take a picture if we want to do that for confirmation and upload it. We can put cost tracking on here. This cost us nothing, so we're just going to mark that as complete. If we do have an item that does cost something, we definitely want to put that total cost in here because that information will be transferred over to the cost center to give us a really good idea as to what our aircraft is costing us. So we're going to mark that as complete. So that's basically how you create a new item. Again, we have all kinds of categories here that you can input. Super simple. Hopefully this video has been helpful so that you can learn how to track your items and add individual items to your aircraft for EZTracker Air to track. This ensures nothing slips through the cracks. Thanks again for being an EZTracker Air customer.